Hello, this is Cinder's Papercraft.co.uk and I have bought you a Christmas card, which I don't usually do because I'm not a card maker. I have no talent for it whatsoever. But this one's a little different, hopefully. Right, so it's a Christmas card, nice and simple. And inside there's a Merry Christmas and somewhere to write. If you look, that flips up and there's a gift card. You can just put a glue dot under that just to hold it. You could put a sentiment there as well. I haven't, but that doesn't mean that I might not change it. So I have done a preview of this, so I'll be very, very quick. I have used embossing paste on this one and then used a heat tool on it to make it go puffy. I won't be doing that on the next one. There is another one here that is already in its vellum envelope or pouch. So here we go. I'm going to move that out of the way. And we are going to crack on and get ready. Right, so I very, very, very rarely use more than one stamp set, and the reason for that is if you fall in love with something you've seen and then you realise that there's 4 or 5 stamp sets in there, it can be very depressing. But what I will say is I've used what I wanted out of what I have. You will be able to use what you have as well. It really will work. If you don't have a stocking die, you can cut one out. So if you decide that you would like to buy them, that's absolutely fine. I have an online shop, but these are all very Christmassy and most crafters have a lot of Christmas stuff. Right, so I have used Made with Love, Merry Christmas, and this one. I have used this round one with Look. Where's the look gone? There, look. But you could write it on there. I have used Just For You, and I have used the holly, and I have used this to stamp on the vellum. It's gorgeous. You're going to have to excuse the thingy, but I'm cutting that out. So yeah, doesn't that look lovely? Look good in gold and silver. And I have used the stocking, I must have those out, and the Christmas staircase Thinlets. But like I say, everyone has Christmas stuff. Oh, here they are. Right, so there are the dies I used. So all these ones are from the stocking, and that one, that one, that one. Oh, they're all from there. Oh no, these ones are from the other set, sorry. So I've used this and this one. Now I don't know if I'm doing it right by the way I have my stocking, but it is the way I've done it. So here we go. Now I've cut all the pieces out and stamped all the pieces, just so that you don't have to watch me do that. You can see where I've got them from. What I will do is just briefly show you. Those are the punches that I used, which are in the new catalogue. I love the tabs. I use them all the time. Now I have used this a lot. Now this is one of those items that I say is I would buy because I can use it so much and it looks beautiful. A lot of these you think, well, I've got similar, but this is lovely. It really is lovely. So I've used that, and I've used a couple of circle punches. Right, so that is the one that I have stamped on the vellum. And just to briefly show you, they are the ones that I used. Okay, so here we go. Let's put them all together, and I have used magnets. I will put the name of them up in a moment. so that you can see where I get them from. And I have my list here. Right, now the vellum. I've shot this video once before, that's why there's an extra one there. I actually do need to change the vellum. I'm going to read out the vellum rather than actually, I'm going to read out the dimensions. Right, so the card. Here we go. So this is the main part of your card, okay? And these bits are literally just for decoration. I do usually put the glue over my leaves and that so that they go a lovely glossy colour, but on this one I haven't. I shall probably do it once it's made up. Right, so this is cherry cobbler, and I've done these in 11 by 4 1/8, so that Europeans and the Americans and Canadians and everyone can make them. It's smaller than the UK size, but America can then make it if they'd like to. Right, so let's decorate the stocking, and we are going to use those bits. This stocking die set is absolutely lovely. It's got a lovely stitched, and that is done in vanilla thick cardstock. So, oh, do beg your pardon. So that it adds a bit of weight to it. Right. Here we are. It's put a score line in there. I don't know if you can see it. Weather's very strange today. It's very overcast and miserable. It's not nice. Right, so nice and simple. You can use fast fuse or snail or glue or tape, whatever is your adhesive that you use. I think everyone's got certain things that they like using. In case you ever see it, I'm a bit of a shaker, so it's not something I can control, I'm afraid. Right, we are going to use some glue dots, which are literally down to the last few, which is terrible. I've had to go over to using some of the oh, that was a bit poor, Cindy. I've gone over to using some of the other ones, just the generic ones that you can buy, and most of them put the sticky dot on that bit, which really isn't helpful. So we are just going to pop that underneath there. Oh, it didn't stick, thank goodness for that. Right, and then we are going to pop those on. Actually, I might do that at the end. No, let's do it now. Right, so we've got that bit made up, but we don't want that to be hanging over. So what I have done is I have folded this bit so it is a straight line. You can use your scoring tool or just your thumbs like I have done there. And then that gives us a nice, I'm going to trim that bit off as well, and then that will give us a nice finish. So I will get my scissors and just trim that off. There. No, that hasn't haven't gone far enough. I haven't folded that over enough because you can still see it. That's better. There. And we're going to be putting stuff on there anyway, so right. We are going to put what do I want to do now? We are going to put the cardstock down. And give it a nice little border. And then we are going to put this beautiful trim down. Sorry, I'm going to have to do that this way. My hands are shaking a bit much. Just ignore them if you can. Right. There we are. So we are just going to just leave a tiny bit of the ivory showing, like that. And we are now going to do the same to that. This is so easy to use, and the best bit about it is you can use up all your scraps. We all have little bits of card that we save and think, oh, I'll be able to use that somewhere. Honestly, I have got rid of so many scrap bits and made a variety of colours, and there's a bit of me that is really pleased that I managed to use up even the smallest bits. Right, so we've done that. We are now going to stick this down. I should actually use a tape, but I'm, oh goodness me, going to go with glue. Mind you, glue is very permanent as well. You want something that's going to be fairly good because it is going to be a moving part. Okay, so I'll put it down with something that's going to last. Right. Now this is obviously going to open upwards. So you're going to put any of the decorations a little further down so it doesn't stop that bit. You'll see what I mean in a moment. So I'm going to use a glue dot on that one. Oh, there we go. And then they are just going to go down there. I know that it will cover up some of that, but I think it looks so pretty. Right, and then we're going to do the same with the ivy. I'm just going to say the ivory, and we're just going to pop those down as well if I've got enough glue dots. Here we go. Ooh, excuse me. And then I am going to pop the bell on a dimensional because I want that to just stand up a little. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I love it. I absolutely love it. I know you're all probably thinking it's not Christmas yet, but I adore Christmas. I'm a super child when it comes to celebrating anything. I get so excited. You wouldn't believe that I was 44 years old. Right, so there we are. That's that bit done. And this ribbon is lovely, really is nice. Right, so This puts score lines in. I'm really sorry about this weather. It's horrid. They put score lines in there. Now, I'm probably not doing this right, but this is how I've done it. So I'm going to glue this bit down and these sides down, and I am going to do them that way. There. So I'm going to glue those down. Sorry, I'm going to do that out of view because it's very annoying when I shake, and the more I try not to, the worse it gets. Right, so hold that down, make sure it's good. You can do this with fast fuse if you like. I wouldn't use snail, but the adhesive of your choice. Right, so that can then be slotted in there. Right, so far so good. Oh, let me trim those up because that's a tad on the annoying side, I'm sure. Right, there we are. I love cherry cobbler. I think it's gorgeous. You could do, I did also do this in gold and thought I would look to see how it went. Didn't look as nice, but you could definitely do that. You could do it in real red, you could do it in green. It's your card, and I'd love to see if you make it what you actually do. Right, so here again is the cherry cobbler, and this is used with the tab punch. It is brilliant for holding magnets. Right, so if I get you to ignore those bits with the vellum, you can see what size the card is and where I get the magnets from. The only reason I'm actually showing you that is because I want you to be able to see the size. It's a standard card size, and I will tell you the measurements of the vellum. I should have actually written it down earlier, but it has been a rather trying day so far. I love these magnets, but they are so strong. Don't ever pull them off each other, slide them. Right, so I am going to put, well, not that one. No, I need the bigger ones. I'm going to put a glue dot on that one, and I am going to pop it right in the middle of there. So simple, because then this will then hold the magnet in nice and secure. Right. Normally you would then adhere this to whatever you're sticking it to, but I just want to glue this bit. I don't want it halvey. And we are just going to pop that on there, like so. I put that nearer the bottom because it has a straight line, and I'm not fond of the straight line. So, and then we are just going to put some glue here, and we are going to pop that there. And then you can see that bit will sit over there. Super simple, I think. Hope you're with me so far. And we are now going to put there. So I'm going to put some glue there, and I am going to use the Made with Love, because this honestly was. Actually, I'm going to put that on dimensional so it will cover the magnet, otherwise you can just see the outline of the magnet. That might not bother bother you at all. That is glued, so I know it will hold down. Right. Goodness me. Silly me. There we are, made with love. And that will just go there. And we are going to open that up. But when people go to get the gift card out, it's going to be this way up. So I am going to glue that. You can use dimensionals, but I don't want any bulk. I want it as flat to the card as can be. Right, and then we can put the other card in, the back card, or the inside card, the back card. What am I like? And I've left a bigger border on that one. And I'm actually going to put that one there, because I probably will put another stamp in there, but at the moment we're not going to do that. Right, so there is the card. Now, this is lovely vellum cardstock. It's lovely to stamp. Do leave it to dry or heat set it. Excuse me. And the sizes on this, the vellum, are 10 inches by 7, and we are going to score at these. I will have centimetres on the blog. I can actually put that down. Right, so 10 inches will be, 10 inches is 25.3 and 7 inches is 17.7. Okay, so let's do that. So 10 inches is going to be 25.3 and 7 is 17.7, and then those score lines, which I'm not going to go through there because this video is going to be long enough. Right, so we have got to take this down to 7 inches, and we're going to score that, not score that, trim that at 10 inches. Like I say, I might use that on another project, but using the gold and silver heat embossing. Right, now we are going to have our scoring board, and we are going to do 3/8 of an inch, 1, 2, 3, right there. Now, Stampin' Up cardstock, vellum cardstock is very, very strong, so I'm quite confident scoring this. Famous last words. So that is 3/4 of an inch, and then we're going to go to 5 1/8, 5 1/2. And we are now going to turn it, and we are going to do 3/8 of an inch and 3/4. So nice and easy. And we are going to now trim this. I'll do that before I do the folding. So what we have here is this bottom part. We are only going to keep that bit. So at the first score line there, we are going to cut that. Actually, I might keep those in that time. So don't cut these ones here, oh, sorry, those ones there out. It might make attaching them a bit easier. Okay, so the normal, just wedge a tiny bit, and then we're going to go to the end two, and this corner one here we are going to cut off again. We don't need that one, and we are just going to take that score line out there. There you go. Okay, so that is what it will look like. Now I'm going to fold them. Now, if you've ever worked with vellum before, take your time and fold this properly so that it actually does fold straight, because it's so easy to go off being straight. So take your time with this, because you don't want to get to this stage and then ruin it. Mind you, you could use another bit of vellum, but not everyone wants to or has lots of vellum to use. Right, and we are now going to just fold these ones over, and we are going to do the same there. Okay, we're just going to do that. Now, I have used double-sided tape. You can use whatever adhesive you like best. I do use tear and tape, but I have to say, when it comes to filming, I can't make it work. Actually, that one is the tear and tape. No, I'm going to use a red line, because at least that comes off easier. Right, so let's start that off. And we are going to put this adhesive down. Oh, there. So we are going to pop it on this strip here, and we are going to put it nearer the score line. Okay, because that is the bit that's going to need to be stuck down. And we are going to put adhesive on this bit here underneath the score line. And that, ladies and gents, now what I'm going to do is take the tape off, and we are going to now use that bit. Actually, no, I'm going to take that bit off. That's why I didn't use it last time. So, ooh, it is super sticky. So we are going to now fold that bit over there and catch it in the corner. Okay, that will help you get straight lines. Sorry, I'm being a right pain with this, aren't I? There. Behave. So take your time getting this straight. I'm making it look much harder than it is, honest. And I am going to take that one out. I should have gone with my first idea. Right, now here we go. We are going to fold this in so that you have a nice square corner. And we're going to make sure it stays square all the way down, and we are going to make that as straight as we can. The thing about vellum, luckily, is you can have bit of wiggle room with the tape. Right, so give that a good rub, and if there is anything over, just trim it up. Right, so we are now going to pop a hole in here, like so, and then our beautiful card will go in there, and then we can get some ribbon, which I stupidly haven't done. Oh, can I get to this without getting my head in the shot? Yes. Right, so we are going to get the ribbon through there. And we are going to pop a hole. Ooh, let's get that out of the way because that will be a disaster waiting to happen. I've used the new punch on this one. It's lovely. Absolutely lovely. Right, and I am going to put a sharper point to that one to help me get it through. And there we go. Can now do a bow or a knot, whichever is your preference. And knots looking pretty good for me right now. I'm actually fairly reasonable at tying bows, but this is thinner ribbon, and I have definitely got a case of the shakes. So we are going to leave it like that. Okay, so let's get all this stuff out of the way. And there it is. And there are the other ones. So I hope you like it. I hope you will make one. If you do, I'd love to see it. You can go to my blog and let me know if you like this. If you do like these, could you maybe do a like? I do love to see that, and it makes me smile. I'm still tickled pink by every single subscriber I have, so thank you so much for subscribing. And that is it. Right, so I will be back with another project fairly shortly. It's a stationery box. Okay, if you haven't subscribed but you like what I do, you can always click the subscribe button. Okay, thank you for spending part of your day with me, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye for now.